The sales department didn't fix the car, they managed the budget until the safety hazards disappeared from the paperwork. When you choose to buy a used car from a car dealership, you're willing to pay a premium price. You bypass the private sellers on Facebook Marketplace because you want peace of mind, right? You look at the dealership's 160-point inspection checklist signed by a certified technician, and you assume the vehicle is mechanically sound. You believe that because it's a dealership. They wouldn't risk their reputation selling a dangerous vehicle. Well, this is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. What the public never sees is that a moment a car is traded in, it becomes the center of a toxic internal war between the sales department and the service department. That clean used car sitting on the front line, it wasn't meticulously restored to factory settings. It went through a corporate budget-cutting exercise where safety is secondary to gross profit margins. To understand how a bad used car gets a passing grade, you have to understand the layout of a dealership. The sales department and the service department operate as two completely separate businesses under one roof. They have different budgets, different corporate directors, and completely different financial goals. When a vehicle is traded in for $10,000, it gets assigned to the used car department. And before they can park it on the lot and sell it for $16,000, corporate policy mandates that it must go to the shop for reconditioning, or recon. Now, the shop's job is to inspect the car and write an estimate for what it needs to be safe and reliable. The shop charges the used car department for the parts and labor, just like they would charge a regular customer. And that's where the warfare begins. Every dollar the service department charges to fix that car is a dollar that is directly subtracted from the used car manager's personal profit margin. If a car needs $2,000 in tires, brakes, and oil leaks, the used car manager's potential profit on that vehicle drops instantly because their personal monthly bonus is tied directly to the gross profit of their inventory. The used car manager has a massive financial incentive to reject the mechanic's recommendations and cheap out on the repair. When a master technician puts that car on a lift, lifts it up, and finds a leaking water pump, bald inner tires, and a leaking oil pan, they write up an honest, professional estimate. When the used car manager gets that estimate, their immediate response is never, "Let's fix it for the customer." Their response is to negotiate. They'll call the service advisor or walk down to the bay and say, "Hey, look, I can't spend $1,500 on this car. We're already buried in it. Wipe the oil leak off the ticket. Just brake clean the engine down so it looks dry. Swap the 2 front tires with whatever tires we have in the back. And get the paperwork finished so we can get it to detail and get it on the lot." When they do this, it puts the technician in a ethical dilemma. If the technician refuses to sign off on the inspection because the vehicle is genuinely unsafe, the used car manager won't change their mind. They'll just simply take the car away from that technician and give it to a lower level, lower paid tech or some hack who needs the hours and will sign off on anything without asking questions. Over time, technicians learn that fighting the sales department is a losing battle. They realize that corporate only rewards compliance. And if you recommend everything this vehicle needs and you decline to sign off on the inspection sheet so they don't have to spend money to fix it and make it safe, you're the bad guy. So the inspections end up becoming a joke. The checklist gets pencil whipped, the safety hazards get ignored, and the vehicle gets pushed out to the front line. And what it is it's a mechanical time bomb just waiting to happen. And the certified pre-owned sticker on the window isn't a promise of quality. It's a marketing tool designed to hide the financial tug-of-war of what happened behind the doors. The sales department didn't fix the car. They managed the budget until the safety hazards disappeared from the paperwork. Now that you know the internal warfare driving the used car lot in the dealerships. It's time to look at the actual visual tricks they use to fool you on your 10-minute test drive, and the exact spots you need to look under the hood to see the truth.